It's Alison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Alison, and I'm just going to hop over here and make sure that I'm live on my group, my Border Buddy group, and it looks like I am, so I think we're good today. All righty, let me just double check to make sure I've got some sound, and I'm going to do that by heading over to my Facebook page, or group, sorry, not my page. So let's see that I'm there, or someone will pop on and tell me that I'm good, I think. Oh, yeah, I'm good. Okay, excellent. So now I just have to wait and see people coming on, and then we can get chatting and creating. So in case you missed my introduction, I'm Alison Sullivan. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in New Westminster, British Columbia, which is on the west coast of Canada. So just kind of outside of Vancouver. Hello, Keisha. How are you today, friend? I'm not eye can touch wood, Keisha, but so far things are good. I've got my focus right, I've got my resolution right, and I've got my audio. So check, 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 and we'll just see. Isn't it a beautiful day? Oh, it's so gorgeous today, Diane. Diane and Keisha live in my kind of area, and we have been enjoying sunshine and not too bad temp wise, right, you guys? I think it's frosty in the morning, but it goes up to about 7 or 8, so it's pretty good. You're going to my VAX today. I'm not sure what VAX means. What are you going to today, Di? Going to your something today. Let me know what that means. I don't know what that means. Hi, Ellie. And you click the chat too. I did, Keisha. Oh my gosh, Vortex. Transferring over to a new streaming service has taken me a while, and there are glitches and things that don't go right. But you know, you just have to keep plugging away, and eventually it works. Oh, you're going to get your vax today. Your flu and COVID. Oh, sorry, kiddo. Well, that's good. I had mine. Gosh, I had mine November, I think. I think I had mine in November. But I'm glad you're getting there. And I just get them both in the same arm. I don't know. My husband goes one in each arm, but then I figure you'd have two sore arms. I'd rather have just one sore arm. Oh no, Bobby, cold in Alexandria, but it's a beautiful state, Virginia. So you can't have everything, right? And I'm sure it's beautiful even when it's cold. All right, you guys. So should we head over? I'm just gonna hide my face. I'm gonna drag my workspace over here. When I say over here, I'm dragging you to another monitor that's right in front of my workspace. Okay, so that's when I say I'm not dragging you physically. I'm just dragging the camera. Okay, so today we're going to be playing with Storybook Garden Patch. It's part of the Storybook Moments Suite Collection, which is that mega suite that's in the January to April 2025 mini catalog. And I'm using it again because I'm promoting my class. And I don't want people to miss out on the class, okay? So there are two classes. One is based on the Storybook Garden Patch. So that's the stamps and the dies, okay? And you can purchase your own. It's helpful if you're a demonstrator, or maybe you have a different demonstrator yourself and you want to buy from them. You can do that and still join our class, because our class uses products that are included in a goodie bag for you. So you're going to get a package of cards, 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each, and you're going to get half a pack of the Timeless Plaid. I'll just spread this out a bit. Look at this. There's 12 patterns on one side. I think that's it. And then spreading this out a bit. Hopefully you can see it. You get the idea. And then on the reverse, there's another 12. Okay, so you're going to get 24 sheets. So double what I just showed you. Okay. Now, if you do buy the bundle from us, then I'll send you a full pack of paper. Woohoo! That's a good value. You're also going to get a full package of the 2023-2025 in color opaque sparkle dots. You can see them, but they do have a sparkle to them. And you're going to get half a roll of the black and vanilla large check ribbon. It's 3/8 of an inch. It's really neat. Okay. So that's going to come in your goodie bag. Now, if you live in another country outside of Canada, so Bobby, for your information, I can't send you a goodie bag, but you can still join us and pay a PDF price, which is $18 Canadian, which is probably less than $15 US, I'd say. And then you'll get the PDF, and then you can cut your own product and then join us and craft along with us. So that class is on February 15th. Okay, February 15th. Okay, and I have another class that features the Storybook Friends. So that's this bundle, because that's the other bundle in the suite, right? And it comes with the goodie bag and 8 cards also. That class is on February 1st. So if you're going to be signing up, hop to it, no pun intended, and we'll get you signed up, and then I'll be mailing out the goodie bags or forwarding the PDF. All right. So now you're all caught up to date. Let's get stamping. So I'm going to use, this is crushed curry. I don't know if you can see it. It's a very bright color. I like it. It's quite a nice neutral, actually. I was making the card. I originally made the card with wild wheat. I don't mind the wild wheat, but after I made it, I thought, you know what? I think I'd prefer the crushed curry. So we're going to make the crushed curry. It pops a little bit more. We're using Poppy Parade, and I've got a piece of basic white. So my basic white is cut to 3 3/4 by 5. And then my little layered piece here with Poppy Parade is 5 1/8 by, that'd be 3 7/8. Okay, so it just gives it a nice little edge. And doesn't it look nice together? Love those together. I've also got another little scrap piece of Poppy Parade, and I've got some Designer Series paper cut. Okay, I'll tell you that in a minute. But our main card here is cut to 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, which is our standard. I'm just looking, because I did have a piece of basic white here that I need for scrap. Oh, I've just got a scrap here. Okay. 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And then we've got our base card. Okay. I am actually going to go ahead and am I going to? Not sure. I'm not going to do anything right now. I'm going to grab my, nope, going to grab this scrap. I'm going to not jump ahead. You were window shopping this week. There was wild wheat throw pillows. I laughed so hard. Oh, did you take a picture, Keisha? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Every time I talk about wild wheat, Keisha and I get into a gab session because there are a lot of people who don't like it. And I don't know, I like it, but there's a bit of a hate on for it, just saying. So funny that it's on trend, right? Too funny. All right, we're going to be stamping in. This is not wild. This is not white pigment ink. No. This is a uninked white pigment ink. You can buy it, and it comes with a reinker in white. So it comes uninked, but you're not going to put the white on it. You're going to add our memento, okay? And I know I keep saying this, but I just want to drum it home that this is I don't know who thought of this, but it is brilliant. Just so clever. So I'm going to ink up my little vegetables. Got a radish and some cabbage. And it's such a really crisp black, much better than the Memento pad. Okay. Now we can go ahead and color those in. So I've got some Stampin' Blends, different greens. I'm not sure which I'm going to use. The only one I know for sure is I'm going to color in my radish in real red. I'm going to go just kind of dark here. I'm not actually sure you can see a difference, but I'm going to grab light real red. Oh, and just blend that in. I'm not sure that you can see a big difference, but perhaps when it dries, there'll be a distinction, giving it a little bit of a highlight to the radish. Okay. Now, as for greens, I don't know, there's no right or wrong. Sometimes what I'll do is I will just color off to the side and see if I think it's too dark. I don't think I want to use olive. I'll leave it for a sec. Let's go with dark granny apple. And I'm just going to add some dark granny apple around the edges of my cabbage. How's everybody doing today? Like I said, it's a beautiful day here, and when it's a beautiful day here, it tends to cheer us all up because people think all it does here is rain. I was watching a comedian the other day on, I don't know if it was probably YouTube, and he's American, and he'd come to Canada, and oh my gosh, he was so funny, and he had all the Canadian things, like stereotypes almost, down to fine art. And oh, I laughed so hard. But one of the things was, he said, Vancouver, have you been to Vancouver? I went there, and for a week. I went there for a week to do a set, I guess, like some shows. He said, I went there for a week and it rained for 2 weeks. And I just laughed because, now it does not always rain in Vancouver. I mean, it rains a lot, but it's when it doesn't rain, you forget it rains. So we're going to get 7 or 8 days of glorious sunshine and pretty warm weather for us. So what is it, 8 degrees? So Bobby, that would be about 48, high 40s. So not bad, right? Oh, hi, Tim. Hi, Tamara. How are you, love? So nice to see you. Oh, did Tamara take you for your shot? Such a good friend. She must have driven you to get your vaccine, right? Well done. What would you do without Tamara? Although I bet you Tamara would say, what would I do without Diane? You're such good friends. Okay, so I'm just what am I using here? Donker lemon lime twist. I'm assuming that's dark. Okay. And I'm going to go with light granny apple. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to introduce another color. Ooh, I can't. I don't know where it is. I've got lemon, lime, and granny. So I guess I could use just light. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. I wanted it to be a bit brighter. Old olive is great color, but it can be a bit, I don't know. I don't want to say dark. It's just not as bright. Does that make sense? It's not as bright a color. So I wanted something a little bit brighter. So I'm not going to put those away because I'm going to maybe need those. Okay, so here's my 2 veg. And I forgot, I also need, I'm going to be stamping something else in a second. So I'm going to need some other colors, but not right this second. Okay, let's grab. Now, don't you love it when there is a stamp? It's 29 degrees now, going down. Okay, so that's Fahrenheit. Ooh, that's cold. Oh yeah, that's cold because 32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 here. So we're at 9, so we're at about 48. Yeah. Of course, it's getting later in the day too, right, Bobby? So it's quite early here still. It's only 2 o'clock. We did wake up this morning with frost. I did notice that. I'm sure if people had to go to work, they had to scrape their windows. She says hello. She's a very good friend, but she would think the same of you, Di. So there you go. I'm playing with toadstools. Oh, okay, you guys, toadstools. I just got it the other day, Keisha. There is a stamp set bundle, right, in the mini, and it's all toadstools. And you can also get coordinating DSP in the Celebration catalog. So So I thought for sure it would already be sold out, to tell you the truth. The paper. So cute. Let's run those through. I always think, I know sometimes we complain about weather and stuff, or we don't even complain, right? We just comment. I don't even want to say we complain. We just say, oh, it's snowing, or it's freezing, or it's this, or it's that. And then you think of the poor people in California, and I don't even know what to say about that. It's so awful. All right. Although in our part of the country, we do face a lot of fires over the summers, and it can be quite scary. And there's a lot of loss and flooding and whatnot. Ugh, I don't know. Grateful for what we have, I guess. All right. So on this basic white, now this one, remember I told you was 5 by 3 3/4, right? So we're going to go crumb cake. And I've got my little blending brush. This is a little guy. And I'm wanting to create a little patch of dirt. So I'm going to just grab a scrap because I like to start off, because you see when I first put that down, that little blob, I don't want a blob. It's okay to have some differential in the color, but you don't want a blob. Well, I guess in this one it wouldn't matter, right? Because it's dirt. So I'm just doing that. So that gives me a little bit of dirt. And if I want a little bit more, I can spread it up a bit. There we go. I think that looks good. Okay, now I've got, let's close that up. My goodness, we don't need any problems with that. I've got those 2 pieces of DSP. I've cut these 1 inch by 5. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab my glue. I like the white glue, you guys, because if I make a mistake, I can move it around, right? You don't get salad sets. I never thought about it, but you're right. It is a bit of a salad, isn't it? But these mushrooms are so fun, and I thought the DSP would be gone. I agree. I think the DSP will be gone. I haven't even played with the toadstools. I should play with them before you're right, before I tell people, isn't this fantastic? Oh, sorry, it's sold out. So these are both 1 inch, okay? So what I did, I hope you can see, is I'm kind of layering one on top of the other. So I've put this one on and left some space because I want them to overlap, okay? So I've got this one. And then this paper is from the Storybook Friends. Or no, Storybook Moments. Storybook Moments 12 by 12 paper with all the veg. So pretty. Okay, next I'm going to stamp. I'm going to go back to my Memento, and I'm going to ink up the shovel. Oh, that's not a shovel. What am I talking about? It's a pick. It's a pick. It's not a shovel. There we are. Put our little shovel there. I don't think you noticed, but on all my stamping today, I've been using a block. These come with our kits. And fantastic. When you get a kit that comes with a stamp set, you get a acrylic block. It's fantastic. Let me go with dark smoky slate. And I'm just going to add a little bit. Tamara, I'm wondering if you saw that we are now carrying scrapbooking products. My friend Tamara, who is watching along with Diane, is the most fantastic scrapbooker ever. I mean, I can't even tell you how fabulous her layouts and her books are. Anyway, did you see? I'm not sure if you saw them, but they're bringing in new lines of it. Hi, Leanne. How are you, Mama Zebwa? Okay, I'm going to make the handle red because red is a color that a lot of picks or spades are. The handles are sometimes red. Anyway, mine's going to be red. Okay, and then I'm going to have, of course, my wooden. Got this, but where is my dark one? I don't know if this will be dark enough. This is the light crumb cake. No, I don't like, well, I don't really like that. You know what? I'm going off the chart here and I'm going to grab pecan pie because I want it to stand out. It's all sort of blend there. That looks good. Okay, I wish my gardening tools looked this good. They've been loved and they're splintered and, you know, weathered and all that. But anyway, okay, so for this, I'm not quite sure if I should put some ribbon around it or not. So I'm going to try linen thread. I should actually be using the ribbon I'm going to be using in my class. But I don't think I like it. I like the ribbon, but not on this project. She has so much to catch up on. It's an understatement. And Tam, you know, there's a Join Mess special, right? So you can come back to my team and get your starter kit and stock up on some of those items and then get your future items at a discount. It's always great to get a discount, right? So during celebration, right? So check it out, girlfriend. It's a great deal, even if, just this is out to anybody, it's a great deal, even if you don't stay forever. You just get your great starter kit. Ooh, gosh, that's a bad tie. And then oh gosh, this is a nail. I'm going to the nail person tomorrow. Thank goodness, my nails are way too long. And then just get your 20% until you decide you don't want to be one anymore, a demonstrator. But you might as well. I got a great deal. Okay. I've been getting a great deal for 24 years. So, and Tamara, you joined me way back then too, right? Okay, I guess. I'm not sure I love this. I'm not sure, you guys. I'm not sure I love it. I'm wondering if I don't like the bow. I think that's what I don't like. Okay, so sorry, we're going to redo this. I'm going to take this. I've wrapped it around 3 times. Give it some interest, okay? I'm going to cut this off. Go here. But it's like little tentacles. And then I'm going to grab my most technical adhesive, which is basically my Scotch tape. I'm just going to cement that. Yeah, so then just kind of, it's gone around 3 times, but then I'm just going to kind of spread this out so you get some interest there. So it looks just like, you know, sort of looks like a garden, like where you'd have it wrapped up, right? All right. Okay. Let's glue this to our Poppy Parade. And just a reminder, the Poppy Parade is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. It's just 1/8 larger than the white. Okay. I didn't want a huge. There we go. I didn't want a huge border. I just wanted something to help that pop and differentiate. Okay. All right. Now we've got our glue this. We can glue this to the front. We're almost done. So remember, we're using crushed curry. It makes it really pop. Love the colors. Okay, let's get a sentiment going here. I'm going to use my favorites frames, which are the stylish shape, right? So here we go. I'm going to use this little circle. What I love about these is that they cut out and they leave a little stitch line. So it's not just like a circle. It's got that neat little stitched line around it. Oh yeah, that's right, Leanne. You and Sharon love to scrapbook, don't you? Yeah. So that would have been a welcome sight for you guys. Okay. All right, so here's my little circle. And now I want a sentiment. And I've chosen Thank you so very much. Now, the stamps that we were using, the storybooks, doesn't come with sayings. So I've gone to the Storybook Friends, which is part of the Mega Suite, right? And I've grabbed one. So the first thing we want to do is take our embossing buddy, get rid of all that oil that might be in our fingers. And we're going to take our Versamark. And the oil, if you don't kind of destatic it, or at least take off the oils or the other things on your paper, you might end up with some stray embossing powder, which never looks pretty. So now I'm just going to, I'm a dumper, right? I dump my embossing powder on. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to grab this and put the lid on. Very important. Critical. I'm going to take my tweezers, oops, and hold that so I don't burn my fingers. It's more like collect scrapbooking supplies, yeah. I hear you. That's okay. Art can be a collection. So remember, we're going to start heating. As it warms up, it's going to start melting that powder, and then it's going to melt it, and then it's going to raise up. So there we go. There we go. Nice. Okay. So let's bring in all the other pieces that you may have forgotten about. We've got our word and we've got our veg. Okay. So let's grab some dimensionals. I'm going to glue down my cabbage. Make sure it's kind of in the dirt. And then I've got my radish. So I think, just see here. Okay, I need a one there, and then I need a little tiny one there. Now you could use your, oh, don't have my skizzes. You could use your mini dimensionals, or sometimes what I do is I'll just cut a little bit off the edge, because you can use the entire sheet of dimensionals. There's nothing goes to waste here. Okay, so just do that. Flick those off. Go. And whoops, there we go. And then let's put some dimensionals on the back of our saying. I'm just going to put that up here in the corner. Okay, and then let's grab those little opaque sparkle dots and let's add some of those just to finish off our card. So all these colors would coordinate, but let's go with the wild wheat. No idea what color this is supposed to be. Pecan, I'm not sure. And I think I'll just go with gray. There we go. Just add a little bit. So that's my card for today. And I'll show you it compared to the one I made yesterday. Now you see the difference? One is the crushed curry, and this one is the wild wheat. And it's not that I don't like the wild wheat. I just like the pop of brightness in the crushed curry. Getting craft supplies is a completely different hobby. It is. That's very true, Keisha. Oh, hi, Janice. I didn't see you pop on here. What an awesome layout for my other garden stamp sets. I love how you did that smudge of soil. I often forget to do even small areas of sponging. Yes. You know what, Janice? It's kind of that idea of otherwise it would just kind of be floating, right? So you're grounding your images. So if you have an animal or anything, you kind of want to provide a grounding for it. And so that's what I tend to add my little blusher color for. Okay, so that's today's. And just a reminder, these were some that we made prior. This is one here. This one's great. It is a fun layout, isn't it? I love this one because this cuts out the die from the Storybook Garden Patch. And you can just insert your little veg. And then this fence is from a bunch of die cuts that come with the Storybook Moments. Here's another one, same card really, right? But this time I've grabbed one of the little pre-printed little bunnies. Okay, and then we made this one the other day. I craft, therefore I hoard. Diane, that's funny. It's true, but is it really hoarding? We eventually use it, right? Yeah. Bunny, isn't he cute? Love it. You know, and that's a lot of that's from the Garden Patch, and then some of it's from the Storybook Friends, right? This one always reminds me of the mischievous Peter Rabbit, you know, raiding Farmer McGregor's patch, which I don't think that's a good thing. Okay, and this is one we made the other day. So also a really good layout, but again, using the wild wheat. And that one might be nice with that brighter color too. Okay, so that's our card for today. So let me come back over. I always feel like the friendly giant when I say, let's look up, way up. And here we are, back. Okay. Oh, thanks, Janice. Yeah, thank you. All right, nice to see you, by the way. So I'll be back, you guys, on, oh, would help if I'm back right now. How about if I say hello? Yeah, hello. I'll be back on Wednesday. No, this is Wednesday. Sunday at 10 a.m. But please check out my classes, and I hope you'll be able to come. As I said, there's options for Canadians and non-Canadians, so hopefully you'll find something that works for you and we can get together and craft. It does come with PDFs, and it also comes with, after we've done our live presentations on the day of the class, the recordings are there so that you can watch them and recreate them whenever you want. Okay, comes with measurements and all that kind of stuff. All right, any other questions? I don't think anybody's even watching me over on my Border Buddy. That's okay. You'll see it you'll see it later when I stop recording and it pops up the replay there. Okay, I think I got everybody. I said hello to everybody, I hope. Didn't miss anyone. All right, so everybody, happy stamping, you guys, and crafting, and I hope you find some time this week to break open your supplies. All right, one more. Yeah, see you Sunday, Diane. Okay, everybody, bye for now. I have to go over and stop it on here. I always forget which order I have to do this in. There we go.